The top 10 countries who produce the most hydroelectricity. Hydroelectricity is electricity produced from hydropower. Basically anything water related. From hydroelectric dam to fresh water turbines, they are mostly clean, renewable energies that are imperative for the future of the human race and indeed power production. While we here in the UK do a little bit, these 10 countries you are about to see make up almost 99% of the world's hydroelectricity power production. 10. Sweden, hydropower produced, 78,143 GWh. Hydroelectricity is electricity produced from hydropower. In 2015, hydropower generated 16.6% of the world's total electricity and 70% of all renewable electricity, and was expected to increase about 3.1% each year for the next 25 years. 9. Venezuela, hydropower produced, 81,188 GWh. Hydropower is produced in 150 countries, with the Asia-Pacific region generating 33% of global hydropower in 2013. China is the largest hydroelectricity producer, with 920 TWh of production in 2013, representing 16.9% of domestic electricity use. 8. Japan, hydropower produced, 86,942 GWh. The cost of hydroelectricity is relatively low, making it a competitive source of renewable electricity. The hydro station consumes no water, unlike coal or gas plants. The average cost of electricity from a hydro station larger than 10 megawatts is 3 to 5 US cents per kilowatt hour. 7. India, hydropower produced, 131,643 GWh. With a dam and reservoir, it is also a flexible source of electricity, since the amount produced by the station can be changed up or down very quickly to adapt to changing energy demands. Once a hydroelectric complex is constructed, the project produces no direct waste, and has a considerably lower output level of greenhouse gases than fossil fuel-powered energy plants. 6. Norway, hydropower produced, 140,473 GWh. Hydropower has been used since ancient times to grind flour and perform other tasks. In the mid-1770s, French engineer Bernard Forest de Belidor published Architecture hydraulique, which described vertical and horizontal axis hydraulic machines. By the late 19th century, the electrical generator was developed and could now be coupled with hydraulics. The growing demand for the Industrial Revolution would drive development as well. 5. Russia, hydropower produced, 164,423 GWh. 1878. The world's first hydroelectric power scheme was developed at Cragside in Northumberland, England by William George Armstrong. It was used to power a single arc lamp in his art gallery. The old Scoeco Power Station No. 1 near Niagara Falls in the US side began to produce electricity in 1881. 4. United States, hydropower produced, 281,527 GWh. The first Edison hydroelectric power station, the Vulcan Street plant, began operating September 30, 1882, in Appleton, Wisconsin, with an output of about 12.5 kilowatts. By 1886 there were 45 hydroelectric power stations in the US and Canada. By 1889 there were 200 in the US alone. 3. Canada, hydropower produced 376,706 GWh. Hydroelectric power stations continued to become larger throughout the 20th century. Hydropower was referred to as white coal for its power and plenty. Hoover Dam's initial 1,345 MW power station was the world's largest hydroelectric power station in 1936. It was eclipsed by the 6,809 MW Grand Coulee Dam in 1942. 2. Brazil, hydropower produced 411,189 GWh. At the beginning of the 20th century, many small hydroelectric power stations were being constructed by commercial companies in mountains near metropolitan areas. Grenoble, France held the International Exhibition of Hydropower and Tourism with over 1 million visitors. 1. China, hydropower produced 856,350 GWh. The technical potential for the growth of hydropower around the world are 71% Europe, 75% North America, 79% South America, 95% Africa, 95% Middle East, 82% Asia Pacific. The political realities of new reservoirs in Western countries, economic limitations in the Third World and the lack of a transmission system in undeveloped areas, result in the possibility of developing 25% of the remaining potential before 2050, with the bulk of that being in the Asia-Pacific area. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.